They're away. Yeoman's Point on the far side. The white cap, one of the first to bound on from Gallant Moss. Ben Bias on the near side with Majestic in a yellow cap. See You Sometime is handy as well. Xenophone starts off towards the rear and racing on towards the second at a good gallop here. Ben Bias with now quickly joining them Upgrade, past winner of the Triumph Hurdle here at the festival. Between horses Majestic. Ben Bias really kicked into that flight, jumped it brilliantly. In fourth is See You Sometime, the white face taming prominent. Yeoman's Point with the white cap just in behind the leaders. Dream With Me in a black and red jacket, horse with the white face, with on the inside then Tardar. Chiquelo's not far off these either, with Emotional Moment and Gallant Moss, who's caught a bit wide of Anatar. And then Samon in the midfield at the moment. Corello in the midfield as well as they make the bottom turn. And after this strong early pace, they're beginning to get quite strung out down there. Ben Bias, Majestic and Upgrade 1, 2 and 3. 3 lengths to Taming in fourth place from Yeoman's Point and See You Sometime, Emotional Moment and Dream With Me. Anatar and Gallant Moss wide. They're followed by Samon as they start towards the next flight. And the leaders again jumping that one fluently, looking towards the rear. Amy's Mark is the back marker. Ideal de Boisberry is being ridden along. Chiquelo's lost places. Spectrometer towards the inside is held up at the moment as they make a long run now towards the next flight of hurdles in this Coral Cup. It's flight number 4 coming up of the 10. And still the lead is held by Ben Bias from Majestic, with Upgrade on the outside of that pair. These three a little way clear of Taming in fourth from Yeoman's Point. Dream With Me on the inside of Emotional Moment. See You Sometime in a light blue jacket is wide. Then Anatar behind these. Next is Corello still midfield with Samon and Mr. Cool, who hasn't got to the front today. Tardar the inside. Xenophone is creeping past a few into the midfield. Chicago Bulls, Gallant Moss under pressure. Next is Persian Waters from Beau Strada and Camden Tanner locked away the inside from Chiquelo. Then Thari and Quasar moving on up Spectrometer towards the rear. Arabian Moon with Amy's Mark and Ideal de Boisberry is looking on from last place as they run towards the back straight. All still standing then, all 27 still in with some sort of chance in this Coral Cup as they run downhill towards flight number 5. Ben Bias a length and a half to Majestic, Taming the inside. Yeoman's Point and See You Sometime still there as well. Upgrade has completely dropped the lot. He was disputing the pacer hurdle back. He's now in last place. He's really got his own ideas about the game these days. He's last as they run along the back straight. And Ben Bias is taken on from all sides now. Yeoman's Point, the yellow cap of Majestic still there, Taming on the inside. Blue sleeve jacket, Emotional Moments going well, just on the heels of the leading 4 or 5. Anatar handy. See You Sometime on the wide outside, the little noseband, yellow cap. Behind these Samon as they clear the next flight of hurdles. Corello chasing that big bonus is in the leading dozen now. Blue and green jacket. Tony McCoy just has to sit and wait for a gap or two to appear. Still time. Persian Waters is wide of Xenophone, who's getting into the race. A green jacket into about 8th now. Xenophone 3 or 4 horses wide. They run uphill towards the next flight. It's 4 out. Still Ben Bias. Doesn't he jump well? He stood right off the flight again. From Majestic in second place. Anatar third. Emotional Moment with a dream run round the inside, disputing third now in that blue sleeve jacket. Samon in the black cap. Corello is behind these, holding a good position. Xenophone is chasing the leaders as they reach the top of the hill. See You Sometime, Yeoman's Point, Camden Tanner now being asked to improve as well. Down the hill, Anatar takes over, one of the 9 runners here for Martin Pipe, but Emotional Moment and Samon on the outside looking dangerous. Then close up is Corello, still there with every chance as Ben Bias begins to fade. This is 3 out. Anatar didn't get very high. Emotional Moment right there. Dream With Me pulls up. So to Upgrade. Samon in the white jacket out wide. Every chance to. Corello is chasing them. Xenophone in the noseband with a dangerous looking challenge as well. Here's the second last coming up. Who's going to rise first? Emotional Moment on the inside of Anatar. Samon is wide. Corello now asked to try and go get these leaders with Xenophone as they round the final turn. Amy's Mark and Spectrometer are both staying on well from the rear. They make the turn, then 1 flight left to jump. Emotional Moment, Samon in the centre. Xenophone delivering a very well-timed run out wide. Coming to the final flight, Xenophone takes over from Samon. Then Emotional Moment. Spectrometer with the bright white face stays on, but Xenophone kicks 2 legs clear of Samon, climbing the hill. Spectrometer is third, then Emotional Moment. It's going to be another well back winner here, and it's Xenophone
Cup. Samon second, Spectrometer in third. Emotional moment for Corello 5. Next then was moving on up both Strada, Persian Waters, Amy's Mark. Then Majestic and Camden Tanner, Anatar, See You Sometime, Quasar, Tardar, Thari and Chicago Bulls, Mr. Cool. Then Ben Bias, the early leader, Gallant Moss, Ideal de Boisbury, Taming Chiquelo. They trail back in the end to Arabian Moon and Yeoman's Point, an upgrade pulling up in disgrace up the run-in. Well, Xenophone, beautifully ridden here by Mick Fitzgerald, made stealthy headway in the second half of the race, got into contention up the top of the hill and was well poised coming back down, and on the home turn he pulled this horse wide. Horse had very strong form indeed, won the Pierce Hurdle last time out. The only doubt really going into the race, would he stay the trip, but he was switched off by Mick Fitzgerald to make that stamina doubt a remote worry. And this progressive 7-year-old, well produced by Tony Martin. Another win at the meeting for the Irish. What a meeting it's proving for our friends across the Irish Sea. Back in front, You'll Never Walk Alone. Hardy Eustace, Moscow Flyer. The fifth in now with Xenophone.
And Xenophone, 8-1 with the sponsors Coral this morning, generally 7-1. Back down on the course from 5-1. The cheers all the way around me. Returns the 4-1 favourite for Mick Fitzgerald. Hugely popular. Listen to this. A roars of an appreciative crowd after Moscow Flyer. Another jolly has gone in. The bookmakers really are on stretchers again after the Coral Cup. The runner-up was Samon, a 25-1 chance. The third, Spectrometer, sent off at 10-1. Emotional Moment was fourth at 7-1 second favourite, and many bookmakers paying 5 places. Corello was fifth at 8-1. Bad result. The places also for the bookmakers. A dreadful, dreadful Coral Cup for the layers. 4-1 favourite Xenophone. Price-wise tipped it up.